ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, February the 21st. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get a look at our Skycam setup this morning. Beautiful shot as we look over the river at Demopolis from the Civic Center down there. And certainly going to be a beautiful day, and a little pink in the sky this morning as we look out west from Mount Cheehaw over the restaurant there, and certainly going to start the day off very nice. A few clouds, a little patch of clouds in central Alabama, but I think for the most part we're going to see a pretty nice day today as temperatures warm up, but a cold front is expected to arrive this afternoon and this evening, and that's going to give us some rain. Here's a look at the surface map, and you can see the low pressure system in the central Mississippi River Valley headed up into the Great Lakes area with a trailing cold front down into Oklahoma and North Texas. And the upper atmosphere is sharpening up as we are getting another trough over the eastern half of the country. And that's going to bring us another cold day, but it looks like in typical fashion for the southeast, we're going to warm up pretty quick. Temperatures you can see warming nicely ahead of that front as that little tongue of warm air heads up the Mississippi River there with 40s all the way up into southern Illinois and Indiana. I'm sure for morning temperatures, that's pretty nice for them. A little closer to home, we're generally in the 20s. Birmingham a little bit warmer at 31, but for the most part, upper 20s and mid-20s as we start the day. And no real extreme cold weather is in the view right now as we look at the long-range forecast. This is the radar image for this morning, and you can see the patchy light rain that's occurring over Arkansas and parts of southern Missouri, and that's what's going to be swinging through rather quickly. Ahead of that, we do have some wind advisories over Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma, and some winter storm advisories, watches, warnings up over the Chicago area into Michigan, and of course also up into New England ahead of this storm system that's going to bring some snow for them. QPF-wise, as you can see, not much being forecast, generally less than an inch, and I think that's probably pretty right. I think for us it's going to blast through fairly quickly. We'll have a short period of some rainy weather. I don't think we're going to see anything of any significance. Storm Prediction Center outlooking the possibility of some thunderstorms down in southern Arkansas, much of Louisiana and eastern Texas and southeast Texas, but nothing in the way of an organized severe weather. All right, this is the 06Z GFS model run. We're going to start off with the map at midnight tonight because that's where the action kind of picks up here. We see the trough deepening over the eastern half of the country, and that deepening trough is bringing the front through here, and you can see it's a relatively narrow band coming through. And yeah, I know, you see those thicknesses, and it's like, well, what are the possibilities? And I think, we might see, a flurry or two if you're up late tonight as the rain ends, but I don't think we're going to see anything in the way of significance. Again, coming through rather quickly, so limited moisture, probably less than a quarter of an inch for most of us. That front blasts through here on Sunday, and it's just going to be a cool day. I think one of those days where we probably get somewhere in the vicinity of 50 degrees, maybe most spots not quite getting out of the 40s. By Monday, the deep trough over the east is beginning to fill just a little bit, and we're coming a little more under, it's still northwesterly flow, but certainly moderating, and you can see the 540 line running around Huntsville. So not a great moderation, but, a little bit of warming as we go up a couple of degrees. That continues pretty significantly on Tuesday. As you can see, the 540 line now up in the vicinity of Morristown, Tennessee. The upper atmosphere flow by Wednesday is becoming pretty close to zonal across nearly the entire United States, and so that's going to mean that we're going to certainly be that much warmer. GFS painting a little bit of moisture as moisture returns. You see the high pressure at the surface is off to our east, and that's allowing moisture to return, especially to our west. But I think for the most part, other than a few clouds, we'll stay dry at midweek. We begin to see the next good trough on Thursday coming into the north-central part of the United States, the northern Rockies. And that is going to help to generate a surface low in the Central Plains states. But again, we're going to moderate nicely, and we should be pretty warm by then. That drags the front through here on Friday, and I think that's our next chance of any precipitation. And of course, it is somewhat limited, but again, because of the relatively fast flow, by Saturday you can see that it's long gone, and we do cool back off just a little bit, but not anything extreme in the way of cold. And by Sunday, a week from tomorrow, the 1st of March, can you believe that? Already 2 months into the year, we're seeing a ridge in the upper atmosphere, and that should keep us high and dry and probably pretty typical for this time of year. All right, let's look out into Voodoo, and it looks like the GFS is into this pattern of taking us zonal, and there we are zonal on the 4th with not much to talk about. And then another storm system around the 6th and 7th. Now, this is the 7th at midday, but around the 6th and 7th, that strong closed low you see up over the Great Lakes drags a cold front through the area, and so that would be another shot at some precipitation and some significant weather for us. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope that you have a great weekend. The next one posted around 8 or so on Sunday morning. In the meantime, hope that you have a great Saturday, and Godspeed.